In this presentation, you will learn about the sociological approach. The sociological approach goes beyond everyday common sense. Many people believe they understand the world and the events taking place within it, often justifying their understandings by calling it common sense. However, they have not actually engaged in a systematic attempt to understand the social world. Sociology is an attempt to understand the social world by situating social events in their corresponding environment, that is, social structure, culture, history, and trying to understand social phenomena by collecting and analyzing empirical data. This scientific approach is what differentiates sociological knowledge from common sense. The objectives of sociologists are to seek to define terms precisely, to use appropriate methods on investigation, and to look beyond common sense. To obtain sociological knowledge, sociologists must study their world methodically and systematically. They do this through induction and deduction. Induction. With induction, sociologists gather data on the ground and formulate theories about what they find. These theories are then tested by using the scientific method in order to assess the theory's validity. Deduction. In order to test the theory's validity, they utilize deduction, the act of evaluating their theories in light of new data. Thus, sociological knowledge is produced through a constant back and forth between empirical observation and theorization. In this way, sociology is more rigorous than common sense because sociologists test and modify their understanding of how the world works through scientific analysis. Difference between sociology and common sense. A person's common sense is just an assumption. In this case, no one has evidence to back what one believes. Unlike common sense, sociological theories are not mere assumptions, but a sociologist concludes upon the theories by collecting evidences and studying them in depth. The points put forward by sociological theories are reliable and truly applicable to real life. Common sense is based on personal experiences. Sociology looks at the society not with respect to individuals but as a whole. While common sense develops as one experiences various situations, sociology demands thoughts that are not merely individual experiences. Sociology is a scientific study of society, but common sense is not. Since sociology is an elaborate study of the society and includes research, it is a science. But since common sense doesn't require the same, it isn't. In sociology, while one is researching, one comes across patterns that can be found everywhere in the world. However, common sense is subjective since it differs from one individual to another based on the society one comes from. Common sense is very limited since the person's horizon is nowhere beyond the environment in one's vicinity. Sociological findings are applicable to a large number of people who come from varying backgrounds. Sociology calls for a great amount of research, and this allows for the authenticity of the data provided as well as the theories formulated. But this doesn't imply that common sense is of no use at all. Common sense is useful and, in fact, has helped many sociologists ponder over and probe into common sense ideas. Thus, both common sense and sociology are different but closely knit. I do hope you got a clear idea of sociology and common sense. Thank you for watching the presentation.